Get ready, because what you're about to see isn't just another truck rolling onto the stage. This is a turning point, a wild card, a challenge thrown directly at the feet of every pickup that thought it had the crown secured. The 2026 Ford Ranger Raptor has arrived, and it didn't come quietly. It came roaring, kicking up dust, and rewriting the rulebook with the confidence of a machine that knows exactly what it is. A predator, a rebel, a masterpiece carved for the kind of driver who refuses to follow the road and instead insists on creating one. And trust me, you won't believe what Ford has done this year. Because just when you think you've figured this beast out, it throws a punchline so powerful, so unexpected, it forces you to lean in closer. This isn't just a truck. This is the moment the midsize segment gets turned upside down. Before we talk about the revolution, let's rewind the clock. The Ranger nameplate is older than many of the roads it dominates. It started as a workhorse, a dependable, rugged companion for anyone who needed a truck that didn't complain, didn't quit, and didn't cost a fortune. For decades, the Ranger carried a reputation built on grit and honesty. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't trying to be the superhero in a blockbuster movie. But then Ford did something bold. They gave the Ranger a passport, sent it into the world, and discovered something. People didn't just want durability. They wanted attitude, presence, capability with personality. And so, the Ranger evolved. Stronger, smarter, louder in all the right ways. Then came the Raptor, name a badge once reserved for only the wildest F-150s and Broncos. That badge turned good trucks into legends. And now, here in 2026, the Ranger Raptor carries that legacy like a torch, not repeating history, redefining it. Because this time, the baby Raptor isn't following its big brother. It's ready to outshine it in its own territory. Take a second and look at it. Really look at it. The 2026 Ranger Raptor doesn't walk into the room. It kicks down the door. The front fascia is aggressive without being obnoxious, like a trained athlete ready to pounce. The LED matrix headlights carved through the dark like blades. The signature oversized Ford grille doesn't whisper confidence, it shouts it. The wider fenders, the raised stance, the muscular shoulders, everything combines to say one thing: this truck did not come here to blend in. Even the skid plates look like they're daring nature to try something. Move along the side and you notice how Ford balanced toughness with elegance. And when you get to the rear, that twin-exit exhaust setup, it doesn't just complete the look. It hints at the chaos waiting under the hood. Step inside and the story shifts from rugged wilderness to refined command center. The seats hug you just enough to feel supported without feeling like the truck is judging your weight. The stitching is bold, the materials are premium, and everything feels intentionally placed. The steering wheel is thick, wrapped in leather, with magnesium paddle shifters that make your fingers feel like they're controlling a fighter jet. The digital cluster is crisp. The vertical center touchscreen looks like a tablet found in a spaceship. The ambient lighting gives off this soft glow like you re-driving inside a high-end studio designed by someone who spent too much time watching sci-fi movies. Even the cup holders feel strong enough to survive a nuclear blast. And the best part, Ford didn't overdo anything. It's tech-forward without being distracting, comfortable without feeling soft. This is a cockpit for drivers who want to feel something every time they start the engine. Speaking of starting the engine, here's where the Ranger Raptor throws its first big punch. But wait, there's something else, a surprise you didn't see coming. The 2026 model introduces a new high-output Baja mode tune that changes the truck's entire personality. Exhaust valves open, throttle response sharpens, transmission logic switches into "let's make this fun" mode. Suddenly, you're piloting a mid-sized truck that behaves like a desert racer built for the Dakar Rally. Compared to rivals, the Ranger Raptor feels like it's in its own class. The Tacoma TRD Pro is sharp. The Colorado Zur 2 is tough. But the Ranger Raptor, it's unpredictable in the most addictive way. You don't just drive it, you unleash it. But the real magic happens when the wheels hit dirt, or gravel, or sand, or whatever unfortunate surface happens to be beneath it. Driving the 2026 Ranger Raptor feels like holding the controller in a video game where all the cheat codes are activated. The Fox Live valve suspension reacts in milliseconds, adapting to terrain before your brain even processes what's happening. The steering feels tighter than you expect from a truck this tall. The braking inspires confidence, and the power delivery is intoxicating. Whether you re-crawling over rocks at walking speed or tearing across open desert like you being chased by a helicopter, the truck feels composed, predictable, and shockingly obedient. Inside, the tech supports the experience rather than interrupts it. The off-road camera system gives you eyes where you didn't even know you needed them. The terrain management system is like having a co-pilot who actually knows what they're doing. And the big screen, it becomes a mission control display that keeps you aware of every angle, tilt, and mode. Your truck is currently flexing, even on regular streets. The Ranger Raptor feels balanced, comfortable, confident, almost civilized. As you'd expect from Ford's performance division, it's the ability to blend savagery and sophistication that really sets this truck apart. One moment you're cruising like a daily driver. The next, you're gripping the wheel with a grin you can't hide. So here we are, at the point where everything comes together. The legacy, the design, the engine, the experience. The 2026 Ford Ranger Raptor doesn't simply outperform its rivals. It embarrasses them. It steps into one of the most competitive segments in the automotive world and says, "I dare you." And then it backs that challenge with engineering, passion, and attitude that can't be faked. This isn't just a truck. It's a reminder that innovation is alive. That performance doesn't need to come with compromise. That adventure should still feel like adventure. Ford didn't update the Ranger Raptor. They unleashed it. And for anyone bold enough to step inside, this machine will rewrite what you think a mid-sized truck can be. But here's the real question. If Ford can reinvent a pickup truck like this, powerful, agile, beautifully engineered, what happens when they turn their attention to something even more extreme? Something built not for the dirt, but for the future of speed itself. Because in our next video, we're diving into a machine that breaks rules the same way the Raptor breaks boundaries. The 2026 Lamborghini Aventador Ultima, a supercar like no other. Trust me, you'll want to see what happens next.